Welcome back to Fox and Friends. As high gas prices like this plague American families, the far left is calling for a crackdown on fossil fuel. The Congressional Progressive Caucus asking President Biden to declare a national climate emergency. Yep, you heard that right. And instead focus on renewable energy. Here with her reaction, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem. Governor, always great to have you. You come from a rural state. Tell me how these gas prices are uniquely impacting rural America.
Well, we're growing the country's food, in fact, the world's food. And when you increase gas prices like we've seen over the last 12 months, it's tens of thousands of dollars for every single farm and ranch in the state of South Dakota every single month. So it is going to be a cost that they will have to figure out how to cash flow. And unfortunately, Rachel, it's going to drive up the cost of goods for people. Grocery stores will increase their costs because it'll be passed on to those families that are trying to feed their kids.
Yeah, I mean, inflation is robbing people of their savings, of their incomes, of their pay raises. I say it's a war on American families, on big families, on fixed income Americans. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, and those really are my people here in South Dakota. I was thrilled that we just saw research that showed South Dakota's income growth personally for people was the highest in the country. So our people are doing very well. But if you look at what's happening in our economy, the inflation, the energy costs, it's going to be tragic. Just for one farmer to run a tractor for a week is going to cost him another $5,000 to $10,000 a week than it did a year ago. Because of those energy costs. It goes into those running those operations to grow our food. So it's our families that are trying to make ends meet. It's going to be our farmers and ranchers, but it's also going to be the people that end up buying that food because it is going to be much more expensive. And you and I know that when you're a mom, you're trying to prioritize the needs that your kids have. It's going to end up being buying groceries and putting it on the table rather than getting them maybe a new pair of basketball shoes or getting to go out and celebrate a birthday party. Oh,
absolutely. And the administration says the answer to $5 gas or $7 gas is to buy a $60,000 car. It just makes it's insulting. I want to move to another topic because this one's dear to me as well. National Park Service has denied fireworks for the 4th of July celebration in front of Mount Rushmore. I remember seeing you and President Trump and those amazing speeches and that patriotic moment. Why is this getting rescinded? Who's behind this? Why do they not want to have fireworks in front of this beautiful monument?
That was a special night in 2020
sure
when
was.
we got to celebrate around Mount Rushmore our nation's independence and freedoms. We could use that again. Last week, we reminded the National Park Service that they hadn't made a determination on our permit, and just days later, they rejected it. We're still tied up in court fighting over last year's permit, the fact that they denied us the opportunity to celebrate the 4th of July at Mount Rushmore on no grounds. They did it for political reasons, because they don't want to allow us to have a celebration in South Dakota around that monument. But frankly, Rachel, our country could use it right now to come unified, talking about our founders, the gift they gave us, and why it's so important to defend our freedoms today.
Yeah, it's not just a symbol for us, Governor. President Zelenskyy referenced the Mount Rushmore in his address. Take a listen.
I remember your national memorial in Rushmore. The faces of your prominent presidents, those who laid the foundation of the United States of America as it is today. Democracy, independence, freedom. We in Ukraine want the same for our people.
Your reaction?
Symbols like Mount Rushmore send a message around the world that we're proud of America. We're proud of the dreams that it creates and facilitates for the people. Wherever they go, they know they can come to America and have a better life. And President Zelenskyy referring to that was a testimony to all that America stands for liberties, for freedoms, for a life protected from the violence that his people are living with every single day. Our president could show strength right now by allowing us to celebrate at Mount Rushmore on Independence Day and talk to people about the strength of this country and truly what it means to be the foundation of the world and to keep it at peace.
Yeah, you're so right. Governor, thanks for joining us. Thanks for keeping South Dakota free through the last 2 years of a lot of our freedoms being eroded. You're an inspiration to so many people. Thank you, Governor.
It's a special place. Thank you, Rachel.
You got it.
Good to see you.